Okay, greetings one and all, and welcome to this has to be day number 4. Yes, day number 4, week 12, spring 2025 of our journey together. That's day number 4, week 12, spring 2025 of our journey together. And it's definitely a delight to have each and every one of you here for this evening's classes. Okay, let's begin. So I want, where's Y Smith? Y Smith, are you there? Where's Y Smith?
Yes, sir.
Go ahead and read the question for me, please.
The shoe store for men sold 8 pairs of shoes. The shoe sizes sold were 8.5, 10.5, 9, 10.5, 7, 6, 10, 10.5.
Okay.
Calculate the mean of the shoe sizes.
Good. And go ahead. Aiden Gray, read the question for me, please. The shoe store sold.
Okay, guys. Okay, so number 16. The shoe source, you want me to read the percentages on top first, or you want me to read the percentages on top last?
You could read the numbers
okay.
now.
Okay.
It's not okay.
Shoe number, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Shoe number 1, 8.5. Shoe number 2, 10.5. Shoe 3, 9. Shoe 4, 10.5. Shoe 5, 7. Shoe 6, 6. Shoe 7, 10. And shoe 8, 10.5. The shoe store for men sold 8 pairs of shoes. The shoe sizes were, what was on top? A, calculate. I, the mean of the shoe sizes.
Thank you. And Ajani, go ahead and read the question for me as well. The shoe store stole. The shoe store for men. Where's Ajani? Ajani, can you hear me? Where's Ajani? Ajani, can you hear me? All right, class, are we writing this down or you're just looking at the screen?
I'm writing it down.
You're writing it.
Okay. Yes, sir.
Okay. The rest of you, are you writing this down? Because we have to be writing this down. You're not just looking at the screen.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. What I want to know, what is the mean? Like when we say mean, right? What is the mean?
Average. The average size.
Like I know Antoine is mean with his food and Ale is also mean, but not that type of mean. I mean like mean. What do we mean by mean?
The fact that I literally just finished dinner in a bit before class started.
Yeah. I know some of you are mean with your dinner, but not that type of mean. What do we mean by mean? What is another word for mean? Mean is what?
Most.
Average.
Is it the average or is it like the most popular value in the data set?
Most popular.
Most popular value?
The most common.
Most common number?
It's average.
Most occurred.
The one that occurs the most, someone saying the average. What is the mean? I want to know what is the mean.
The average.
The
number that's in the center.
The number that's in the center?
Million or more?
Oh yeah, the number that's in the center. Isn't the mean the number that's in the center?
No, sir.
No, sir. It's the average.
What is the mean?
The average.
The mean is the average. You're gonna go with the average.
The one in the center.
The one in the center. Mark is saying the one in the center. So I don't know.
It's the average.
It's the average.
In the center.
The number is in center. Is it the number in the center, the number that occurs the most, or the
Number
average?
in the center.
It's the average.
The average.
The average.
In the
All right.
center.
All right. Okay, let's settle this inside the chat. Okay, let's settle this inside the chat. If you think it is the one that's in the number that's in the center, then just write center. If you think that it's a number that occurs the most, put most. If you think it's the average, put average. Okay. Or if you think it's the range, like the difference between the highest and lowest value, put that. So average, center, most, or middle, or yeah, same thing as center. All right. Okay, good. So put your answers inside the chat, please. I want to see a few of you answering. I see some persons put the center or the middle, some person put the average, some put the most. What does mean mean? Right? What does mean mean? Ha 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 ha. Look at that. Wow. What does mean mean? All right, so
Can I, do I have to put it in the chat or can I say it?
put it in the chat. Malaya says the one that's occurring the most. Okay, class, what y'all think it is? Y'all could say it now, but y'all could put y'all
The
say y'all answer.
average.
The number
The
that's in the
average is when you
Is
add
the-
all up and then you subtract. You not subtract, and you divide by how much numbers are there.
Wow. Y'all still ain't on one accord. All right.
Yes.
All right. So the mean, okay, the mean. Where's Laura? Is Laura here? Is Laura here? Where's Laura? Can't hear from Laura. Laura, are you there? Laura, we can't hear you. Oh my goodness. I need another volunteer for the drum roll because Laura, I can't hear her.
I'll volunteer for the drum roll.
Told the drum roll, I can barely hear you. You gotta make this one count.
Okay, this might be my last one.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, great. Cheapest we didn't try, bro. We didn't hear nothing. Anyone else want to try with the drum roll?
Yeah, 9?
YouTube
All
allowed.
right, good. That was good. The mean is actually the one that appears.
The most.
No, it is not.
So average mean the
Wrong.
most, right?
No, it's
Wrong.
not. No, it's not.
It's
No,
actually
it's not.
it's actually the average.
Oh,
It's actually the
I
average.
put average. I thought average mean the most.
Yeah, you have to add all the numbers in the
Yes.
set, then divide them by how many
Yes.
numbers there
Yes,
are.
very good. So the mean is the average, right? So okay, so good. So how are we gonna figure out the mean for this question? So
We
we have
like
we
make
have the
them fractions.
no, we're gonna make them decimals. So what is 8.5 as a decimal? I'm sorry. What is 8.5 as a decimal?
40.5.
Yes, that's the answer.
What is 8.5 as a decimal? 8.5 as a decimal. 8.5. 8.5.
8.5.
What is 10.5 as a decimal?
10.5.
10.5.
10.5.
10.5. What is 9 as a decimal?
9.0.
9.0. What is 10
Or
and a half?
just 9 by itself.
Yeah. What is 10 and a half as a
10.5.
10.5. Very good.
10.5.
10.5. Good. Oh my goodness. 10.5. 10.
I didn't know AI is messed up.
It's a glitch in the service.
Good observation.
Oh,
Imagine
okay.
using a bad AI.
Get reboot.
Imagine
Get
using a
reboot.
bad
Get
AI.
reboot.
Yeah. Glitch in the service, man.
7.5.
Glitch in the service.
I
That
mean
happens.
7.0.
7.0. What is 6 as a decimal?
6.0.
6.
6.0. Okay. And what is 10 as a decimal?
Just 10.0.
10.0.
Then the other one is 10.5.
10.0. And then for 10 and a half, it's going to be what? 10.
10.5.
10.5. Very good. 10.5. 10.5. Okay, great. But we still need to figure out the mean. And we say the mean is the average. So what we're going to do with all these numbers? We're going to do what? We're going to add them all up, right? So we're going to add them all together and then divide it by what?
The amount of numbers in the set.
Divided by 8. We divided by 8 because
Divided by how many shoe size we have? This is 1, 2, 3,
8.
4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So it's 8. Very good. So you're gonna add them up and divide it by 8.
8.
Very good. And divide it by 8. Okay. Okay, cool. So that's what we're gonna do, right? So let's go ahead and add them up. Okay, so we have 8.5. 8.5. When y'all add them up, what y'all get? 10.5. 10.5. You have 9.0. Again, when y'all add them up, what y'all got? We have 10.5, 10,
I'm not finished yet.
72. 10.5. You say 72? So 8.5, 10.5, 9.0, 10.5, 7.0, 7.0, 7.0, 6.0. So it's going to be 6.0, 6.0. Then we have 10.0. So 10.0. And we have 10.5, which is going to be 10.5 here, 10.5. Okay, let me add that.
Let's give her applaud for the world's longest mathematics question.
No, it is not the longest one. What y'all got when y'all add them together? What y'all got?
72.
You said 72. You said 72?
Yes.
Okay. Anyone else when y'all add them up, what y'all get? So I know 5 plus 5 is 10, right? Again, 5 plus 5 is 10. Well, 5, how many 5s we have? 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's 20, right? Right? 1, 2, 3,
Yes.
4. Yeah, that's 20. Put the 0 down, put the 2 above. Then we have 8 plus 2, which is 10. 10 plus 9 is 19. 19 plus 7 is 26. 19 plus 7 is 26. 26 plus 6 is 32. That's going to be 2 down at the bottom. And then 3 on top, right here. 3 plus 1 is 4. 4 plus 1 is 5. 5 plus 2 is 7. I got 72.0, which is basically 72. Did y'all get that? Let me know if y'all got that, please. Let me know if y'all got that.
that. Yes.
Let me know if y'all got that. Again, class, let me know if y'all got that. Let me know if y'all got that. Hello, let me know if y'all got
I'm
this.
still calculating. I'm still writing.
You're writing? Okay. But do y'all understand how I got 72?
Yes, sir. I understand.
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. All right, so now we done, right? The answer is 72. We good. We could finish. We could go sleep. Is that it? No, what we have to do?
No, divide it.
We know the mean is going to be what? All of this, right? All of this divided by 8. And so what we have is, we have 72 divided by 8. What is, how many times does 8 go into 72?
9 times.
9 times.
9 times. Very good. So the mean is 9. The mean is 9. Class, do you all understand this? Let me know if you all understand this, please. Class, do you all understand this?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Let me know if you all understand this, please. Alea, do you understand this?
Yes, sir.
Your name is Alea?
Yes, Alea, do you understand this?
Yes, sir. I
Good.
typed this in the chat.
You type, really?
I typed what
Oh,
the
you
name
mean the
was in the
process?
chat.
Oh, the process. Okay, that's okay, good. Okay, that's good. I'm glad you got something right in your life.
What?
No, I'm just saying, I'm glad you got it. I'm glad you got it correct. That's all.
Mr. Mr. You throw so much shade in this class.
No, I'm not. I'm just saying. So
Because you asking a question if we understand. So like,
yeah, that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Come on.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing more than that. You know what? Let me go to my good student. Amaya. Amaya, where's Amaya? Oh, great.
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. Whew. Okay. Do you understand how we got this?
Yes, sir.
You sure?
Mr. Petit, you have two Amayas, and so you have to specify which one you ran in.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Amaya Simon and then Amaya not home. Do you understand this, Amaya? Simon?
Yes, sir.
Good. Antoine, do you understand this? As Antoine.
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. And Amaya non-home, do you understand this?
Yes, sir.
Good. Charlitha, do you understand this? Charlitha.
Yes, sir, I do.
Good. All right, take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. Again, take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. Everyone should be sending in their work. I need everyone to do that. Especially Shavarian. Shavarian, take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp.
I haven't done that.
Yes, I said take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. Especially you. Especially.
Especially what I do.
Especially. Where's Joseph? Joseph, where's Joseph? Joseph Kalma, are you there?
Yeah.
Okay, do you understand? Do you understand how we got this answer?
Okay, honestly, no.
No? Okay. So basically what we did, right? As you can see, we have all these shoe sizes and they ask for the mean, right? They ask for the mean. Now the mean is basically the average, okay? The mean is the average, Joseph. So when we're gonna find the average, what we're gonna do, Joseph, we're gonna add what? Joseph,
Out of all numbers.
Joseph, what are we gonna do?
We're gonna add each numbers.
Add all the sizes and then do what?
And then the answer that you get for that one, the answer is 72. So you put 72 over 8.
Why?
And then
Why 8? Why 8? Why we use 8?
Because they're on the other side as well.
Say it again.
Because that under all the other numbers that you added.
No, that's a good one. The reason why we use 8 is because if you notice how many shoes we have, this is 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4, this is 5, this is 6, this is 7, and this is 8. You see that? So it's 8. That's why we use 8, because there are 8 shoe sizes. That makes sense?
Yeah, so.
Okay, good. All right, take a picture of your work. Have you already sent in your work? Let me know if you already sent this in.
Yes, sir.
Let me know if you already sent this in. If so, let's go move on to the next question. Okay. Next, it says, calculate the median shoe size. Class, what do we mean by the median? What do we mean by the median?
The middle
Most occurred.
number.
Most occurred.
The
One
most
that's in the
occurring?
middle. The middle number.
The most
The middle
occurring
number.
or the middle? Most occurring or the middle?
The middle number. The middle number.
The middle one? Is this groupthink? Y'all just saying what everyone say, or y'all actually know what it is?
You have to rearrange it and then find the
This
middle.
should be
I
coming.
could tell by the thing by how the word set up.
How the what?
Like for mode, MO, most, median, middle.
But median is
Like
ME though.
Yeah, like it kind of sounds the same.
Wow.
Like if you make it sound the same.
Wow. Okay. I mean, I'll let you do what you have to do to get it right. So the median is going to be the middle value in the data set, right? But we have to arrange. Antoine, I didn't ask you about your birthday. Why are you telling me that your birthday? I didn't ask you about that. Antoine.
It's so cold
Where's Antoine? Where's Antoine?
What hell you mean, Mr. Day? I didn't go watch on Sunday, Mr. Day.
Want me to say happy birthday? All right, happy birthday, Antoine.
I don't even make it better.
I hope I get a happy birthday next week.
All right. Y'all born in the wrong month. Y'all born the wrong month, man. Y'all should have been born in February.
No,
the best month.
October.
What's so good with
February
February is the best month. I'm sorry.
No, not so much on my.
Wow, now you're going to respect July.
All right.
Listen, my birthday. My
So-
birthday is next week, Wednesday. I hope you remember it.
Okay, sure. All right, so the median is the middle. Okay, the middle. The median is the middle. Now, here's the thing. Before you do the one that is in the middle, you have to arrange them in what? Before you
Order from least to greatest.
Very good. You have to arrange them in order from least to greatest. So let's go ahead and order them and order them. What is the lowest one? The lowest one is 6. So 6 is the lowest. Okay. After 6, it will be what?
7.
It'll be 7. Very good. And after 7, it will be what?
8.5.
8.5. Very good. 8.5. After 8.5, it will be what?
9.
9. Very good. After 9, it will be what?
10.
10. Very good. After 10, it will be what? 10 and a
10.
half. After 10 and a half, it will be what?
10.5.
10 and a half again. After 10 and a half, it will be what?
10.5.
10 and a half again.
And
So that's basically the order, okay? So let's go ahead and arrange these things. So we have, oh my. So we have these. So we have 6, right? Then we have 7, then we have 8.5, 9, 10, 10.5, 10.5, and 10.5, okay? So which one is in the middle?
9 and 10.
Say it again.
9 and 10.
9 and 10? You have two numbers in the middle? Which one is in the middle?
Whoa.
Which one is in the middle?
It only could be one.
Which one is in the middle?
9 and 10, but they say when no two numbers, you should subtract them. I didn't get it.
You're gonna subtract them?
Why
Why am I getting two numbers in the middle?
10
Why
and
am I-
10.5.
Because there's an even number of numbers.
What?
And it means there's no median.
There's no median? I don't know. Why am I getting two numbers in the middle? All right, so let's see. Let's see, right? Let's see. So these two are going to be like connected, joined, right? So the 6 and the 10.5 marry each other. All right, what else? What else we setting up? The 7 and the 10.5, they got engaged. And then we have the 8.5 and the 10.5, they found love. And then we are left with the 9 and 10. Whoa, whoa, whoa. We have two numbers in the middle. What do we do here? We have two numbers in the middle. What do we do here?
We will divide them together.
We what?
Add them and then divide the sum.
Add them and then divide the sum. Why are we adding and dividing?
By 2. Because
Why?
there's two numbers, so we divide by 2.
That's what you think that we have to do? But
Yes.
Shania tell me to subtract them. So I don't
You
know.
have to average.
The average? But we trying to find the median. I don't know. I got two numbers in the middle. So I don't know what to do with them.
Then you divide them.
Add the sum.
I think you add them and divide them by 2.
Add them and divide by 2. Okay. So you all are correct. We're gonna find for the median if there are two numbers in the middle. And the two numbers in the middle are gonna come when you have when you have an even number, you have an even number data set. So like in this case it's 8. So you're gonna have two numbers in the middle. But if it's an odd number data set, then you have one number in the middle. All right. So that's very important. Even number data set has two numbers in the middle. Odd number data set is only gonna have one. So what we're gonna do here is we're going to add 9 and 10. When we add 9 and 10, that gives us what? It gives us what? It gives us 19. But here's the thing, we have to divide it by 2. So that's what you do every time. Anytime you have two numbers in the middle, you have to add it, okay? Add those two numbers, and then divide by 2 to find the median. And what is, how many times does 2 go into 19? What is that? That's gonna be what?
9.5 times.
So, Tayden, you're very low. So I appreciate you participating, but you're very low. Yeah, need to fix that. So 2 goes into 19 9 times. 2 times 9 is what?
18.
18, very good. Good, and so we have 9 minus 8 is what? 1. 1, very good. 9 minus 8 is 1. And so it is gonna be, so what does that mean? That means that what? That means that the whole number is gonna be what? 9. The numerator is going to be what? 1, the numerator. And the denominator is going to be what? Denominator is 2. And so what we have here is we have 9. Wait, no. I don't want to write it as a improper, as a mixed number. I'm just going to write it as a decimal. What am I doing? let me continue with the division. So let's continue with the division. All right, so so we're gonna put the decimal point. The decimal point gives us permission to add what? To add a zero.
Zero.
Good.
A
How many
zero.
times does 2 go into 10?
5 times.
5 times. 2 times 5 is? 2 times 5 is?
2 times 5 is 10.
2 times 5 is 10. Very good. And so we have 10 minus 10. Right? Which is what? Which is 0. So 1 minus 1 is 0. And so the answer is going to be 9.5. So here, what we have is we have 9.5. Okay, and that's our answer here, 9.5. Class, do you all understand how I got 9.5? If you do understand how I got 9.5?
Yes.
Let me know if you understand.
Yes, sir.
Understand? All right, good. So basically what we did is we arranged them in ascending order from least to greatest. Then since we have two numbers in the middle, we add those two numbers and then divide it by 2, which is going to give us 9.5. And that's how we get our answer for that. Any questions on this, or y'all understand it? Let me know if y'all have any questions on that.
Miss, I have a question. This makes sense.
Wait 1 second. Take a picture of your notes and send them to me via WhatsApp. Again, take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. Again, anyone have any questions for me? Let me know. Go ahead.
Yes, sir.
Uh-huh.
But what made you arrange them from least to greatest?
You always do that. Whenever you're doing the median, you always arrange them from least to greatest. Right? That's something you always have to do. All right. Always arrange them from least to greatest whenever you're doing the median. Dior Smith, where's Dior? Do you understand how I got this Dior? Dior Smith, where's Dior Smith? Dior Smith? Where's Dior? Dior Smith, where's Dior Smith? I can't have found from Dior. Let me ask, who should I ask? Rashid Wilson, where's Rashid Wilson? Rashid Wilson, can you hear me?
I radio.
Do you understand how I got 9.5?
Yes, sir.
Go ahead, explain how I got 9.5. Go ahead, explain how I got 9.5. Rashid?
You added 9 plus 10 over 3.
I added 9%.
Dividing
No,
2 by 19.
no, okay, first, let's start off. What do we mean by a median? What does the median mean? Do you know what the median means? They asked for the median. What does the median mean?
No, sir.
You don't know? So the median is the number that is in the middle. Okay? Understand that? So basically,
Yes, sir.
you have the first thing you have to do, you have to arrange the numbers from least to greatest. So we do 6, then 9, then 8.5, then 9, then 10. So we arrange them from least to greatest. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
And then we're gonna connect the 6 with the 10.5, the 7 with the 10.5, the 8.5 with the 10.5. And notice that how many numbers we have in the middle? How many numbers we have in the middle?
2.
We have 2. Very good. So we're gonna add the 9 and the 10, and that gives us what? That gives us what? 9 plus
19
10.
over 2.
19. Very, very good. So then we divide 19 by 2. And when we divide 19 by 2, notice this division here. How many times does 2 go into 19? 2 times 9 is what? 2 times 9 is what?
9.
2 times 9 is what?
18.
18. Very good. And we do 19 minus 18, which is what?
1.
1. Then we put the decimal point here. The decimal point gives us the permission to add an imaginary 0. So how many times does 2 go into 10?
Pardon?
How many times does 2 go into 10 now?
5.
5. So 2 times 5 is 10. 10 minus 10 is 0.
0.
So what's the answer? The answer is what?
9.5.
9.5. Does that make sense to you?
Ye-
Rashid,
yes, sir.
does that make sense? Okay, good.
Yes, sir.
Perfect. The rest of us, do we understand this? Let me know, please, if y'all understand this.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
good. How many of you have already sent in your work? Have you already sent in your work? I need everyone to take a picture of their work and send it to me via WhatsApp, please.
First,
Go ahead and take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. So we already did the mean, already did the median. Now it's time to do the, what y'all think is next?
Mode.
The mode. The mode. So let's go ahead. They said, write down the modal shoe size. Write down the modal shoe size. When we say the mode, what does the mode mean?
The number that appears
Most
most.
occurring.
The number that appears
The
what?
number that appears most often.
Very good. The number that appears the most. That's what we mean by the mode. And so based on this, what is the mode? What is the mode?
10 and
10 and a half. Why would you say 10 and a half?
because it is most
Because it
recurring.
occurs twice.
It occurs twice?
3 times, 3 times.
3 times, right? So that's gonna be 10.5 or 10 and a half is right there. We also have 10 and a half here. We also have 10 and a half here. So we have 10 and a half 3 times. And that is the modal shoe size, right? It's gonna be the number that appears the most, okay? And so that's going to be, or the data value that appears the most. And so in this case, we have 10.5, okay, or 10 and a half. You can write 10 and a half, or you can write 10, you can write 10 and a half, or you can write 10.5. Both are correct, okay? Danielle Johnson, where's Danielle Johnson?
Yes, sir.
Do you understand how we got this?
Yes, sir.
How did we get it?
So you have the C and the I guess which mixed number occurs most frequently, and it's 10.10 and a half. So that's the answer.
Very good. What do we call that data value that occurs the most? What is that? What do we call that?
The mode.
The mode. Very good. Have you already sent in your work?
Yes.
Okay, good. The rest of you, take a picture of this and send to me via WhatsApp as well. Again, take a picture of this and send to me via WhatsApp. Shavarian, do you understand this?
Yes, sir.
Good. Deja, do you understand this? Deja, do you understand this? And Daxia Smith, where's Daxia Smith? Daxia Smith. Where's Daxia? Can't have him, Daxia. And Daxia Smith, can you hear me, Daxia? Deja, can you hear me? Deja Barry? Deja, can you hear me? Destiny Johnson, where's Destiny? Destiny, can you hear me? Where's Destiny? Destiny, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Do you understand how I got this?
Yes, sir.
Okay. How did I get this? Why did we choose 10.5? Why did we choose 10.5, Destiny?
Because it is the one that is most occurring.
Very good. It's the data value that occurs the most. Good. Okay, next. Let's move on from this. And I want to go to, let's see. Alkanic.
It's a long question.
Alkanic. Go back to this one. Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Thanks. Thank you.
No problem. Where's Alkanic? Alkanic Lloyd. Alkanic Lloyd, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. You can hear me?
Barely, you're still low. Of the speaking. Yeah, I can hear you. Read the question for me, please.
The shoe store for men sold 8 pairs of shoes. The shoe sizes sold had 8.5, 10.5, 9, 10.5, 7, 6, 10, and 10.5. Write down the measurement that is most useful to the store manager.
All right, thank you. The one that's most useful for the store manager, right? Okay, so next first, thank you, Elkanik. Ethan Anelis, where's Ethan Anelis? Ethan Anelis, where's Ethan? Ethan Anelis, can you hear me? Go ahead, Genesis. Genesis, can you read this question for me, please?
Hannah is reading.
Hannah.
Okay. The whole thing?
No, just the part C.
Write down the measurement that is most useful to the store manager.
Very good. The one that's most useful to the store manager. Okay, so by the way, what size do you wear in shoes? Do you wear
10.5.
13
to
9.
13,
15.
10, 15? That's a lie.
9.
I don't know, 15. 15. All right.
Yeah.
Nathan,
8.
you wear 15?
Yeah, so
Wow. Are you in the basketball team?
no, so
Wow. 10, 15 is incredible. Okay. So
Why you say like that, Mr. D?
I don't know, 15 is a giant. Like that seems like a giant. All right. I mean, I'm a giant too, but you know,
Mr. Petit, look in the chat.
Mr.
Mr. Petit, I'm taller than you.
That's not true.
You could
That
lie.
is
You wear
not,
those two
So-
that
sizes.
is not true. That is not true.
Mr.
That is
Petit
not
is
true.
giant.
Not true and
That
What
not
is
is
true.
not true. I'm a giant.
good day, I'm 6'10".
On a good day, you're 6'10"? Wow. All right, so we have 8.5. Thank you. I appreciate it. So we have 8.5.
Guys.
Wow. So we have 8.5. 8.5. Any person there wear 8.5? 8.5. No, 8.5.
Me.
Amalia, okay.
Me. Me
All right.
too.
Any person wear 6? Anyone wear 6? 6.
This is a baby shoe.
6. Please do not diss 6, please. 7. Anyone 7?
They not like us.
I
They don't
swear
like us.
7.
7. Okay. 10.5.
Me.
10.5. 9. 9.
Here.
Genesis. Yes,
Me.
8. 8.
I
Any
have
8s? Any 8s? 8s.
6.
6. 11. Any 11?
Yeah.
Right now.
Big, bro.
Yeah, right.
even now.
What you choose wear Crimson?
5.5.
5.5.
I wear 11.
11. Wow, y'all are giants, bro.
Well.
Yeah, right. 12 and 15 and oh my goodness. Y'all almost as tall as me.
Mr.
All right.
Petit, well, 10.5 is basically 11, so.
Yeah, basically.
So you're almost as tall as me.
All right, so
You go can jobless.
I get my chat. It's my chat. I can't see it. It's not allowing me to do it. Write down the measurement that is most useful to the store manager. Which measurement is going to be the most useful for the store manager? What do y'all think?
I'll go with 10.5.
Probably 10.5. It's the
Why
most
would-
occurring.
Why would that be? Why would they say not? They didn't say most occurring, and they say most useful. Don't want to be the most useful to the store manager. Most useful. So if you're a store manager, right, which a shoe store, what is your responsibility? Like, what do you?
Restock the final. Like
Define or what?
What's the most common shoe size?
what's the most common shoe size so that you could order it?
Say it again, Shania.
Define out the most common shoe size so you can order it.
Define out the most common shoe size so that you can order it. Very good. So if you have in the store, right? And you realize that, hey, I put on the shelf and I have these three shoes. I put size 8, I put size 9, I put size 10.5, and 10.5, people keep on buying 10.5. They keep on buying 10.5. So if they keep on buying 10.5, what does that mean?
It's common.
It's common, but what does that
It's
mean for you?
most famous.
You have to
Some-
keep restocking it.
You have to keep on what? Restocking it. So that means that you might have to what? Buy what? Buy what?
10.5 shoes.
Buy what? More or less?
More.
Buy more.
More 10 and
Buy
a
more.
half shoes.
Buy more 10.5. Would you buy more 8?
No, sir.
You wouldn't buy more 8.
No, sir, that would be a stupid idea.
No, that wouldn't be good. You would buy more 10.5. And the reason why you would want to buy more 10.5 is because that is the one that is the most occurring. So the most useful measurement for the store manager is going to be what?
10.5.
It's going to be what?
10.5.
10.5. Yeah, very good. 10.5. So 10.5 is the modal shoe size. That is the most useful measurement. Okay. So the answer is
Mr. Petit, I have to get up for 1 second. I'll still be able to hear you.
no problem. So 10.5, which is the modal shoe size, is the measurement that is the most useful to the store manager. Okay, so make sure I write that down for me. All right. Okay, good. Okay, good. Are you done with the slide? Let me know so I can move it. Let me know if y'all finished with this. Let me know if y'all finished with this. All right. So, quick recap. What is the mean? The mean is going to be the what?
Average.
Average.
Very good. The average. The mean is the average. What is the median? The median is the what?
Rearranging.
Okay.
In the middle.
The middle number. Very good. Then you have the mode. What is the mode?
The number that appears the most.
Very good. The number that appears the most. I know they didn't ask you for it, but what is the range? What is the range?
Is when you subtract the highest number from the lowest number, or the
Very
lowest
good.
number from that.
Very good. You subtract the lowest and the highest, and that gives you the range. Okay. Okay, are we done with this slide? Let me know, please, before I move on to the next one. Are we done with this?
Yes, sir.
1 second, please.
Excuse me, Mr. Petit.
Yes.
Did you see the message inside the chat?
Yes, I did. I did.
Okay.
All right, so let's move on from this. Ivory McKinsey, where's Ivory? Ivory McKinsey, can you hear me? Where's Ivory? Ivory, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Ivory McKinsey.
Mr. Petit, you sending me a picture?
Yes, take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. Again, take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. Where's Ivory? Ivory McKinsey, can you hear me? Okay, cannot hear from Ivory. So let's move on from this. And we're going to go on to the next question. So let me erase this. Okay, go ahead. Jemiah, where's Jemiah Miller? Jemiah Miller, can you hear me? Where's Jemiah Miller?
Sir?
Good. So we have to simplify 1/2 and 3 minus 2. Jemiah, can you hear me?
Excuse me, Mr. Petit.
1 second. Jemiah, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Jamal, have you sent in your work?
No, sir.
Say it again.
No, sir.
Say it again.
No, sir.
No, okay. You have to make sure I send in your work. All right.
Yes, sir.
You have to make sure I send in your work. And yes, what's her name? What's her name?
I was asking if we
Yes.
could convert the fraction into a decimal first before doing it.
You can. You don't have to, but you can. You can do
Okay.
that. Where's Ivory? Where's Ivory? Where's Ivory? I can't hear from Ivory. Okay. And Jasmine Rose, where's Jasmine? Jasmine Rose. Jasmine Rose, can you hear me? Where's Jasmine? Jasmine Rose, can you hear me? Jasmine Rose, can you hear me? Where's Jasmine? Okay, class, how are we gonna do this? How are we gonna answer this question? What y'all think we're gonna do with this? Or what are we gonna do with this?
No.
Hello? How are we gonna answer this question?
I converted mine into a decimal and then I just multiply by what was in the bracket.
Okay. All right, that's an interesting idea. Anyone else? How are we gonna answer this?
I multiplied 1/2 by 2, and I got 1. And then I multiplied 1 times 3 minus 2x, and then my answer was 3 minus 2x.
All right.
And I guess if this is this big, then that means into 2a.
Say it again.
If it's this big, then it probably means it's 2.
If it's this big, then it probably means it's 2. What you mean by that?
Because from last time we had one of the biggest questions from last mathematics class, and for some reason it was 1.
Okay. No, no, it's not gonna be equal to 1. Not gonna be equal to 1.
Alright then, I up for you, Trick.
All right. So let's go ahead and do it. So what we're gonna do here, really, is we're just gonna take the 1/2 and distribute it. Okay, I know y'all might not like dealing with fractions, but what we're gonna do is I'm gonna take this 1/2, and I'm gonna send it over the, like that. That's 1/2. So it's gonna be 1/2 multiplied by 3. Okay, it's gonna be 1/2 multiplied by 2x. So we have 1/2
Which it
multiplied
will
by
be
3.
0.5 in its simplest form.
I mean, if you want to access that 0.5, what you mean? 0.5. You mean
But I mean,
in-
like half is 0.5, and when you're in like exams and stuff like that, you put it in 0.5 when you're doing it.
I mean, you could do it like that. We have 1/2 multiplied by 3. So what we're doing here is we're multiplying 3 by 1/2 by 3. That's it. So 1/2 multiplied by 3, 1/2 multiplied by 3 gives us what? Gives us, again, 1/2 multiplied by 3 gives us what? 3/2. Okay. And then 1/2 multiplied by 2x, right, gives us 2x/2. Again, 1/2 multiplied by 3 gives us 3/2. And 1/2 multiplied by 2x gives us 2x/2. All right. And we could still simplify this some more. So what we could do is, I'm going to cancel these two 2's, right? So I'm going to take, what I did first, I changed that into a decimal. Okay. So let's go ahead and do that. So we're going to take 3/2 and change it into a decimal. So let's go ahead and do that. So we have 3 outside, and then we have 2 on the inside. No, wrong way. We're gonna put 2 on the outside. So we're gonna have 2 on the outside and 3 on the inside. Okay, how many times does 2 go into 3? That's gonna be what? Hello, class. How many times does 2 go into 3?
One.
One time. One time. Very good. So 2 times 1 is going to be what? 2. Very good. We do 3 minus 2, and that becomes what?
1.
1.
1. Very good. Then we put the decimal point. The decimal point gives us the permission to add the imaginary 0. Okay. How many times does 2 go into 10?
5.
5 times.
5.
2 times 5 is definitely
10.
Definitely 10. Very good. And 10 minus 10 is?
0.
0. Which means that 3 over 2 is the same thing as what? It's the same thing as what? 1 over? It's the same thing as 1.5. Okay, so it's going to be 1.5. So 3 over 2 expressed as a decimal is 1.5. Okay. Do you all understand how I converted that before I move on? How I took 3 over 2 and expressed it as a decimal as 1.5. Do you all understand that?
Yes, sir.
All right. I'm not only talking to 3 of you all. The rest of you, do you understand how I converted 3 over 2 into 1.5?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. So now, very simple. All we're gonna need to do it now is we need to cancel. So we're gonna say what? We're gonna say this 2 divided by this 2. So 2 and 2. We cancel them out. And so it's gonna be 1.5 minus x. And so we have here is we have 1.5 minus x, and that's gonna be our expression in its simplest form, 1.5 minus x. All right, does that make sense to you all? How I got the 1.5 minus x?
Yes, sir.
Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
All right. The rest of you all, do you all understand how I got 1.5 minus x? Let me know, please.
Yes, sir.
So,
Yes,
yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Where is Nathan? Nathan.
Excuse me, Mr. Petit.
Yes, Mark.
You can explain that part again, please.
1.5. How I got 1.5 minus x?
Yes, sir.
All right. The whole thing or just part of it?
Just that part that you get minus x.
Oh, okay. So how I got minus x was, notice that we have this 2 and this 2. We have a 2 at the top and the 2 at the bottom. So all I can do is cancel this out.
Yes,
When I cancel it out, I'm just left with x. All right, so it's 1.5 minus x. That's how we do it. That makes sense?
Yes,
And that's how we got 1.5 minus x. Where is Nathan? Nathan, can you hear me? Nathan, can you hear me? Where's Nathan? Can't really hear from Nathan. Jaden, do you understand how I got this? That's Jaden.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And Joel, Joseph, do you understand this?
Yes, sir.
Good. All right. Malicio, where's Malicio? Malicio, can you hear me? Malicio, can you hear me? Malicio, can you hear me? Where's Malicio? I can't really hear from Malicio. So,
Ariel.
yes, Malicio. Do you understand how I got 1.5x? 1.5 minus x.
Not fully.
Not fully? All right.
Yes, sir.
Are you paying attention or are you busy doing something else?
Actually, I'm using my brother's tablet now.
So where's Vincent?
Right here.
Okay, you all using the same tablet. Okay. Do you all understand how I got this?
Yes, sir.
Have you all sent in the notes as yet?
No, sir. I sent him my notes.
Alicio and Vincent, y'all have to send in your notes.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so why do I have to run after you all for the notes? Like, Malicio and Vincent.
Yes, sir.
Why do I have to run after you for the notes?
No idea.
Come on, y'all have to be more responsible than that. Malicio and Vincent. I've been asking for the notes from the beginning of the class and y'all haven't sent in anything, so that's not good. You understand me? I know you just sent them, but you have to do them when I ask them. I can't be running after you for notes. It just doesn't make sense. Right? So when I ask for the notes, you have to send them. You understand me?
I mean, yeah. Yes, sir.
All right, so let me go ahead and explain this again for you. So what we have here is we have 1/2 multiplied by 3, right? So 1/2 multiplied by 3. When you do 1/2 multiplied by 3, we get 3/2. Again, 1/2 multiplied by 3 gives us 3/2. And then we have 1/2 multiplied by 2x. Again, 1/2 multiplied by 2x. That gives us 2x/2. Okay? So 1/2 times 3 gives us 3/2, and 1/2 times 2x is 2x/2.
Excuse me, Mr. Petit.
Uh-huh.
My book ran on the pages, so I have to wait on my mommy to buy a new one.
Or you could just use folder sheet or something.
Yes, sir.
So when then what we next do we say 3/2, and we have to divide it. So we say how many times does 2 go into 3? 2 goes into 3 1.5 times, and so that's how we got the 1.5 here. But we cancel out the 2, so this 2 cancel with this 2, and so we have 1.5 minus x, and that's how we got this answer right here. Does that make sense, Malicio and Vincent? Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. Next, let's move on from this. The rest of us, have you already sent in this work before I move on? Let me know, please, if you already sent in this work before I move on. Okay, let's move on to the next question. So we already know how to simplify these, so let's go on to B. So let me move on from this one. Let me erase all this. Play our drawings. All right, so we have 19s minus 6t minus s plus 5t. Okay. Again, we have 19s minus 6t minus s plus 5t. And so the question is, how are we going to simplify something like this, right? 19s minus 6t minus s plus 5t. So how are we going to simplify this is the question, okay? Class, you all have any idea how we're going to do this? Let me know.
Collect like terms first.
Collect like terms first. Okay, what like terms you talking about?
S and T.
Say it again.
I
S
think he
and T.
meant like connect the things together.
Connect the things together, really. That's what we're doing now.
No.
Must
That's
get it.
what I mean.
and 5T.
You
Okay.
have to do
Say it again.
you have to add like put the like terms together like 5T and 6T, and then you have to use PEMDAS to
Really?
like, yeah.
Anyone else? How we gonna answer this? Anyone else?
Okay, I know how.
Go ahead.
Okay, so for the first one, you are going to do 19s minus negative s. Negative s is actually 1. So I'm gonna just stop right there for the first option.
Okay. And that's all you do?
You group the like terms together. 19s take away s are negative 60 plus 5.
Okay, and that's all we do? Okay. Interesting.
And then you simplify.
And then I simplified some more.
Yes, sir. 19 take away 1. But 19 take away s, which will be 18s on negative 6 plus 5, which would be negative 1.
I don't know. All right, so how are we gonna do this? Well, the first thing y'all are right. We have to group them together, right? So we have to say, okay, we have to say, 19s come here, and it's gonna combine with what? 9s. So these two are gonna be combined together, and we're gonna group them together, right? That's the first thing. Okay, next we have
I'm sitting again, Mr. Petit. What did I miss?
we just grouping them together. So we have 19s.
If I miss any slides.
I think you missed the previous one. I'm gonna go back to that. So we have 19s minus s, bring them together. Then we're gonna have negative 6t plus 5t. So we're gonna bring these two together as well.
Excuse me, Mr. Petit.
Yes.
Why you didn't put the -6 first instead of the 5?
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter which way. Once they together. So negative 6t plus 5t is the same thing as plus 5t minus 6t. Same thing. Okay, so now that we already grouped them together, we have to do 19s minus s. So we have to group these. You have to like figure what that is. What is 19s minus s? What is that?
18.
Class, you're not speaking to me. I expect you to answer. What is 19s minus s? What is that?
18s.
Say it again.
18s.
18s. How did you get 18s?
We subtract
S from 19s equal to 1. Like S is equal to 1 as like the variable by itself.
S is 1.
How do you know that that s is that we have to use 1 now? How do you know that?
Because if you put s plus s 19 times and you subtract s, then it would be 18s.
Okay. Okay, good. And so what we have to do here is we have to subtract the like terms. Only the like terms we're gonna bring together. And so we have 19s minus s, but always if there's no coefficient in front of it, it's actually 1. All right. So it's actually negative 1. So you have 19s minus s, which gives us what? Which gives us 19s minus s is gonna be gives us what?
18s.
18s, very good. 18s. So it's gonna be 18s. So we're gonna put it right there. It's gonna be equal to 18s. 18s. And 5t minus 6t is what?
-1.
-1. 5t minus 60. You got -1.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Anyone else?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So what we have here is going to be -1, -1t. Now the reason why that is the case, right? Some of you may be wondering, Mr. Petit, how is this -1? Can anyone explain why this is -1? Anyone want to
Because a
explain?
negative and a positive makes a negative.
No. Negative times a positive is a negative, but we have +5 and -6, right? This is why is it -1?
Because the -6 is greater than the +5.
So what does that mean?
We keep the negative sign.
Say it again.
So that means we keep the negative sign.
That means we keep the negative sign. Anyone else wanna try?
Keep the sign of the greater number.
Keep the sign of the bigger number. Okay.
the negative, the negatives are being canceled by the positive in the plus 5t,
Okay.
and it leaves only one negative that
Okay.
hasn't been canceled out.
Okay, interesting. Judea, where is I think it's Judea Allen? Is there someone by the name of Judea Allen here? Am I pronouncing your name right? Judea Allen, are you there? I think that's how you pronounce it. Judea Allen. Can't hear from her. Go ahead, Genesis. You're telling me how I'm gonna get in the -1. How would I get the -1 here?
If you drew it out one by one, the positive and the negative would cancel each other, and there would be one extra negative that wouldn't have a positive to cancel out with. So it would leave that one negative.
Very good. So basically what we have here is we have 5 positives. Okay, so we have 5 positives. Okay, so we have 1.
Excuse me, Mr. Vijay.
Two.
So it's basically like you owe someone $6, but you only have $5 to give them. So you still owe them an extra $1.
Very good. That's also another way to think of it. Half and O. How did you learn half and O? Did I taught you all half and O, or you just doing it from class?
My old teacher teach me that, like.
Yeah, half and O. Half and O is very good. It's a very good way to think of it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have 5 positives, and we have 6 negatives. Okay, so 6 negatives is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? And 6. And so what happens is this negative and this is positive is going to what? Cancel each other, right? This positive and negative is going to cancel each other. This positive and this negative is going to cancel out each other. This positive and negative is going to cancel out each other. The positive and the negative is going to cancel each other. And so we are left with just one negative by itself. All right, just one negative by
You see what
itself.
I mean?
And so what does that mean? That means that it's just going to be what? -1t. Okay, -1t. And so what that means is that, let me go ahead and erase this. That means is.
Okay, now, so I've made my point. The biggest questions can be very small.
So that means that the answer is, so we already have 18s minus 5t when we did that. And then we do one more time. And so the answer is 18s minus 5t. So what did we do? Basically, we dealt with the 9s and the 1t. And when we did the 5t and the 5t and the 6, and that's give us -1t. And then one more time, we could reduce it some more. We don't have to put the 1t, we just could put t. And so it's going to be 18s minus t. So the answer here is going to be 18s minus t. Okay. Class, do you all understand how I got this? Let me know if you all understand how I got this, please.
Yes,
Again,
sir.
Again, let me know if you understand how I got this. I'm only hearing from like 5 of you all. The rest of you, do you all understand how I got this? Let me know, please.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, good.
Mr. Badik,
Go ahead.
do anybody understand this? I turn into 18s.
Oh, because 19 minus 1s. 19 minus 1s is 18, isn't it?
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Makes sense?
Yes, sir.
Good. And Judea Allen, where's Judea Allen? Where's Judea Allen? Kiana from again, Judea Allen, are you there? Go ahead, class, take a picture of this and send it to me via WhatsApp. Again, take a picture of this and send it to me via WhatsApp. Do you all understand this? Is this easy, difficult, medium? How do you feel about this question?
It's easy.
It wasn't that bad.
Easy, wasn't that bad. So basically all you need to do is group them together and then simplify, right? That's basically all you're doing, right? Just grouping them together and then simplifying it. All right, let's go ahead and move on to C, the next one.
Oh, Mr. Petit, can you go back from
Oh,
the part where you said write down the measurements that's more useful in the question?
oh, this is the radar. This is the next one. This is the next one that we
Mr.
had.
Petit,
Yes.
I thought we were supposed to simplify some more because the like terms was in the like.
Wait 1 second. Let me give it this and take a picture of this Genesis. You got it?
1 second.
Okay.
I got it.
Good.
Thank you.
Who said we have to simplify some more?
I thought when the like terms was in a like, you still have to simplify more.
What you mean? Like where
Like-
what else we have to simplify? What else do you think we have to simplify?
I don't know, like my math teacher told me I supposed to simplify more when the like terms aren't alike.
What you mean? Like you mean 18s minus t is gonna be 17s? What did you mean? Maya Leah?
Yes, sir?
You're telling me that you mean I need to simplify this some more?
Yes, sir.
No, mom. Right? So what you have to leave it. This is 18s. This is minus t. You can't simplify no more. You only simplify with like terms. All right?
Oh.
Only with like terms you can simplify. Unlike terms, you do not simplify. That makes sense?
Yes, sir.
Good. All right, class, can we move on from this can we move on?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right, so let's go on to C. So here we have multiplication. Where's Ivory? Ivory McKinsey, can you hear me? Where's Ivory? Ivory McKinsey. Where's Ivory? Can't really hear from Ivory. Where's Ivory? Ivory McKinsey, can you hear me? Okay, good.
Excuse me, Mr. Petit.
Yes, go ahead.
I'm not at home right now and I don't have my writing utensils, so I won't be able to send it right now, but I'll write it when I get home.
That's Jaden, I think.
Data.
Oh, okay, no problem, that's fine.
Okay.
So, and it's not okay, it's either yes or no, so.
Jaden also had the same thing.
Yeah, good. All right, so we have 5w times w to the third power multiplied by 3, right? And so our goal is to multiply this out, okay? So how are we gonna multiply this out?
So we do what the name www which is what the name? I forget.
I don't
Give me a
know.
minute.
Class, how are we gonna do this? This is 5w times w to the third power multiplied by 3. So how are we gonna do this?
Do we like multiply 3 by w, or we multiply 5 by w, or we multiply w by 3, w to the power of 3 multiplied by 5w?
I don't know, Joel. Anyone else wanna try? 5w multiplied by what? W to the third power times 3. How are we gonna answer that?
You would add the w plus the w to the power of 3, and that'd give you 5w to the power of 4, and then you'd put the times by 3.
That's how you wanna do it? Interesting. So you're adding, but I see multiplication sign here.
When you have two exponents, when you have two variables with the same letter and multiplication, you could add them together.
So same base, you add the powers?
Yes, so
Okay, good. So the first thing I would like to do here, right? Honestly, I would want to separate them. So I would want to take my numbers. So I have 5 and 3, right? I would take my numbers and separate them, and I would take my letters and separate them, right? That's what I would do. And so let's go ahead and separate them. So we have 5 times 3. So we take our numbers and we separate them. So we have 5. We have 5. No, let's use. So we have 5. Okay, 5 and 3. Okay. And we bring them together, 5 and 3. And then we have W. Okay. We have W. We have W and W to the 3rd power. So we have to bring these together, right? So we have 5 and 3, and we have W and W to the 3rd power. All right. Basically what we have. And our goal is to basically multiply these all. Okay. And so class, what is 5 times 3? What is 5 times 3? That's
15.
5 times 3 is going to be 15. Very good. So we're going to, let's put that there. So 5 times 3 is going to be 15. So we have the 5 times 3. And the 5 times 3 here is going to be 15. So 5 times 3, that's 15. Okay. But like I already said here, if they have the same base, so both of them have W as the base. If they have the same base, we could add the powers. So this is W to the power of 1. Okay, W to the power of 1. But they do have the same base, and so we have to add the powers. And what is 1 plus 3? What is a 1
4.
plus 3? 1 plus 3 is going to be what? 4. And so we have W to the what? The power of? To the power of?
To the power 4.
To the power of 4. Very good. How do we get to the power of 4?
We add 1 by 3.
We add 1 by 3. Very good. And so we have 15 times W to the 4th power. And 15 times W to the 4th power is 15 W to the 4th power. And that's how we get it. All right. And so that's going to be our answer here. 15 times W to the 4th power. All right. Do you all understand that? Oh, no. Yes. Go ahead.
Who gave us the permission to separate the W and the 5? We did put that on other problems. I thought we had to leave it like that.
Here's the thing. You only could separate them if all of your, like, if it's straight multiplication, you could separate them. Because multiplication is commutative, you could rearrange it. But I can't separate it if it was like addition or subtraction. I can't just separate later. Right? But if it's multiplication, I could definitely separate.
So with the last problem, we couldn't separate nothing.
No, we couldn't separate. Yeah, the coupon, stuff like that. Right?
Thank you.
Makes sense. All right. Class, do you all understand how I got 15 W to the 4th power? Let me know, please, if you all understand that.
Yes, sir.
The rest of you, do you all understand this? Let me know, please.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, good.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Good. Judea Allen, where's Judea Allen? Judea Allen. And Janae Williams. Janae Williams. And Janae Williams and Kushana Store. Okay.
Yes, sir.
You understand this? How I got it?
Yes, sir.
That's good. And Kiajane. Kiajane, do you understand this? Where's Kiajane? Where's Kiajane? Kiajane, can you hear me? That's Kiajane. Again, if I'm Kiajane. And Kevin Wallace. That's Kevin Wallace. Kevin Wallace, can you hear me? Where's Kevin? And who else? Crimson. Crimson, you understand this, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. Ivory, have you sent in your notes? And do you understand what's happening? As Ivory. You think you understand? Okay. All right. All right, move on. Let's move on from this. Okay, good. Okay. So let's move on from this. So we have this one to do. Now this one is division. Okay, so let me go ahead and clear my screen.
Can you go back one, please? 1 second.
No problem.
Thank you.
No problem. All right, so we have 24p to the 7 divided by 3p squared. Okay. Kevin, do you understand this question? That's what I was asking. Did you understand what I was doing? That's what I was asking. So we have 24p to the 7 divided by 3p squared. Okay. Again, we have 24p to the 7 divided by 3p squared. And so our goal here is to simplify. So again, we have 24p to the 7 divided by 3p squared. Okay, and we have to simplify this. Class, how are we going to do this? How are we going to simplify this? Any ideas on how we're going to do this?
Separate the numbers first.
Separate the
Numbers.
Separate the numbers. The numbers and what?
The letters.
So you think you could separate them with division as well? Or we only can separate them with multiplication?
I think we could separate them with division.
You think
You
so?
could only separate them with multiplication.
Really? Says who?
You just said that.
I didn't say that.
Yes, you did.
No.
Uh-huh.
No. I said you can't. I said you could separate them with multiplication, but you can't separate them with addition and subtraction. I said none about division. So can we separate them with division?
Probably.
Probably. Probably. You want to separate them or you just leave them? What do you think, Jada?
I think we should separate them.
I think we should separate them. Can we separate them? Shania, can we separate them? Or
For 5.
say it again.
You could just
Yes,
for
sir,
5.
you could.
You could? All right.
You
Yes,
went too fast. Can I get the answer for C, please?
See, no, don't blame me. Don't say I went too fast. You wasn't paying attention. Don't blame me. I did not go fast.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm serious. I did not go fast. Take a screenshot of this quickly.
Okay, I did.
All right, good. So we have 24p to the 7 divided by 3p squared. All right, so we can separate them. So that's gonna, really the word is group up. We could group them together. So we're gonna group all the constants and then group all the letters, but we're gonna keep the division sign. So we're gonna group them together. So we say 24 divided by 3, but here's the thing. We are multiplying them. So we have 24 divided by 3 times p to the 7 divided by p squared. So just remember that. So, okay. So what I did first thing I did, I took the 24 and I put it here. I put the 3, I took the 3 and I put it here. So it's 24 divided by 3. Okay, so 24 divided by 3. And I have p to the 7 divided by p squared. Okay. Okay. So we're gonna do now. How are we gonna finish this off? We're gonna do.
U minus the exponents.
Let's deal with the numbers first. Stay with the numbers first. So what is 24 divided by 3?
3. By 3. 8.
Say it again.
8. So when you are doing
1 second. I don't even know how I get on this. Okay, resume slideshow. Okay, good. So good. So we have to do 24 divided by
3.
By 3, and that gives you what? What is 24 divided by 3?
8.
8. Very good. So we have 8 multiplied by. Now here's the thing. If they're the same base and we are dividing, what we're gonna do with the powers?
Subtract it.
Subtract the powers. And so we have p to the 7 minus 2. P to the 7 minus 2. Okay. And so that's what we have. So we have 8 times p to the 7 minus 2. What is 7 minus 2?
5.
5. Very good. 7 minus 2 is 5. Okay, 7 minus 2 is 5. Okay. And so we have 8 multiplied by p to the 5. And then we just do 8 times p to the 5, which is just going to be 8p to the 5. So what did we do here? First, we took 24 and divided by 3. So 24 divided by 3. Okay. 24 divided by 3, and that gives us 8.
And this mosquito bothering bad.
And say it again.
Said this mosquito bothering me bad.
Okay. All right, sure. We have p to the 7 divided by p to the 6. If we have the same base class, the same base, and we are dividing, what we're going to do with the powers? We're going to do with the powers. Same base, and we're dividing. What we're going to do with the powers?
You subtract.
We subtract the powers. Very good. So it's going to be 7 minus 2. What is 7 minus 2? It's going to be what?
5.
5. So it's going to be 8 times p to the 5. And that's how we get that. All right. Do you all understand that? Let me know if you all understand that, please. Let me know if you all get it. Let me know if you all get it. Christian Wilson, do you understand this? Christian Wilson.
Yes, sir.
Kylie Welchcombe, do you understand this? Where's Kylie? Kylie Welchcombe. Where's Kylie? Kylie or Kayla, do you all understand this? Let me know, please. Kylie or Kayla, if you all understand this? And Kamani, do you understand this? Kamani. And Liliana, do you understand this as well? Where's Liliana?
Yes, sir.
Do you understand this, Liliana?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. By the way, take a picture of this and send it to me via WhatsApp. I think this is the last one for D. Take the picture of this and send it to me via WhatsApp. I need everyone to do that, please. Take a picture of it and send it to me via WhatsApp. Malaya, do you understand this, Malaya Delavo? Let me know if you understand.
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. Malicio, do you understand this? Malicio. Malicio and Vincent, do you all understand this? Can't really hear from them. And Mark. Mark, do you understand this? Where's Mark? All right, the rest of us, take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. Micah Cambridge. Micah, do you understand this? Where's Micah? Micah Cambridge. All right, good. So let's move on from this question. And let's go. So I don't know if y'all could see that from that. I probably have to lower it because some of you say, Mr. Petit, I can't see it. I can't see it. I can't. So let's go ahead.
I actually found a way to fix it.
You found a way to fix it? How? What did you do? Please help us.
I don't know if it'll work for everybody else's computers, but I had to in the settings in the side, I had to full screen it, and then I have to open the chat, and it kind of jams it into one corner.
Oh.
Or she just press Alt, then press this, and then press the chat button.
Pressed Alt.
Say it again.
I had to go into full screen, and then I had to open the chat literally so I could like kind of push it to one corner and make it like narrower.
I got you. So, and then it wouldn't interfere.
Right, the top.
Okay. All right, good. So that's a hack. She said open the chat. That's all. Let's open the chat.
And zoom and full screen.
Open the chat and full screen. How do you put it on full screen?
You could double click, or in the corner of your screen, you will see like a little icon with 2 arrows pointing in opposite directions.
Oh, okay. So you double click
Or
on the
just
screen.
press Alt.
You double
You
click on.
could double click, or you could do the little arrows in the corner, the arrow
Okay.
icons.
Okay. Okay. So double click, and then
I don't have any of those.
and then open the chat. That's what you're saying? Genesis?
Yes, so you
Okay,
could.
good. Good. Who said they don't have any of those? Who said they don't have any of those? Okay, so let's move on from this.
It still pops up for me.
It works for you?
No, sir.
Okay. Go ahead, Malia. Where's Malia?
What's the name?
That's good. Where's Malia Delaveau? Malia? Where's Malia? Malia Delaveau, can you hear me? Where's Malia? And how about Mark? Mark, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Read the question for me, please.
Restaurants add gratuity of 15% to the dinner's bill. Calculate the gratuity for a bill of $67.50. Given your answer to the nearest cent.
Good. And Maya Leah, read the question for me, please.
Restaurants add a gratitude of 50% to the diner's bill. Calculate the gratitude for a bill of $67.50, giving your answer to the nearest cent.
Very good. All right, so let's go ahead and answer this question. They said add 15% gratuity is added to the bill. So we have to find what is 15% of 67.50. So we have to do 15%. So 15%. So 15%. 15%. Right? Of 15% of what? Of 67.5. So 15% of 67.5, right? Now, okay. So what does of mean in math? What does of mean? Of means what?
Multiply. Multiplication.
Very good. Of means multiplication. So basically what we have to do is we have to do 15%. So it's going to be 15 over what? Over what?
100.
100 multiplied by 67.
0.50 over 1.
Very good. 0.50. 0.50 over 1. Good. Now, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to cancel out this 0 with that 0, right? That's what we're going to do. Cancel the zeros.
No, sir. You can't do
But
that.
it's not equal. They don't equal the same thing.
No, we can't cancel, but I want to cancel my zeros.
That's a
Honest.
decimal. It's after the decimal.
It's after the decimal point. So can we cancel that out?
No, sir.
No, we can't cancel these 0 because it's after the decimal point. So what we have to do here, okay, so she's telling me I can't cancel the zeros. So I may erase that. Okay, so this is going to be what? It's going to be 15 multiplied by 67.5. It's going to put the equal sign there. So 15 multiplied by 67.5 and 100 multiplied by 1. Okay, so it's going to be equal to, okay, so 15 multiplied by 67.5 and 100 multiplied by 1. Okay. What is 15 multiplied by 67.5? That's going to be 1. So 67.50 multiplied by 15. What y'all get when y'all multiply it? I have 0. 5 times 0 is 0. 5 times 5 is 25. What'd you say?
982.5.
982.5? Okay. 5 times 5 is 25. Put the 5 down. Okay. 5 times 5 is 25. Put the 5 down. Put the 2 up. Okay. 5 times 7 is 50. 5 times 7 is 35 plus 2 is 37. So we put the 7 down. Put the 3 above. 5 times 6 is 30. 30 plus 3 is 33. Next, we put the 0 down. 1 times 0 is 0. 1 times 5 is 5. 1 times 7 is 7. And 1 times 6 is 6. Plus.
Sorry, it's 1,112.5.
1,112.5. Okay.
1,012.5.
Okay, okay, good. So we have 0 plus 0, which is 0. 5 plus 0, which is 5. 7 plus 5 is what?
12.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Put the 2 down. Put the 1 up.
What if I touched your stomach folds?
All right.
Would you break my hand?
Tayden, your mic is unmuted. 7 plus 3 is 10 plus 1 is?
11.
Stop it.
11. Okay. And then 6 plus 3 is 9 plus 1 is?
10.
10. Very good. And so we have is we have
Got that as well.
we're gonna put the decimal point. The decimal point is we're gonna move it. It's only twice, right? So we're gonna move it twice. So that's gonna be right here. Okay, so put it right there. So that means it's gonna be 1,012, right? Point what? 0.50. And then we have to say 100 times 1. What is 100 times 1? That's gonna be what? 100. Okay. All right, class. Are we finished with this question, or we still have to continue? Are we finished?
We still have more to do.
Still have more to do. What more we have to do? What we have to do?
We have to divide by 100.
Division.
Divide by 100, so it's gonna be equal to. Remember, I showed you all a short way to divide by 100. I don't know if y'all remember, but if we're dividing by 100, right?
Can we skip the decimal?
We just move the
Mm.
decimal point over what?
1.
Over,
I mean,
no.
twice.
But if we divide by 100, we're gonna move the decimal point over
3 times? Twice to
just
the left.
twice. Just twice. So it's gonna be 1 and 2. It's gonna be equal to what? 10 point what? 1, 2, 5, 0. All right, so that's basically it. So we move the decimal point twice, so it's 1, 2. It's going to be 10.1250. All right, that makes sense to y'all? So all I need to do, since I'm dividing by 100, is move the decimal point over 2 times. So 1 and 2. So I have, like I said, 10.1250. But what they say, they said that they want to answer to the nearest what? To the nearest
Cent.
the nearest cent. What does that mean? Well, that means that
You have to round it.
you have to round it. Very good. So that means that, let's say that we have this guy. So we have to, let me go ahead and do it right, do it properly. So that means that we are going to underline, well, circle, right? So we're going to circle 2. So we're going to circle 2, right? Circle 2 and underline what? Underline 5. Once it's 5 or greater, we could add what? We could
1.
add 1. Add 1. By the way, what is this color? The same color. How would y'all describe this color?
Lavender.
Lavender.
Purple.
Purple.
Pastel.
Purple. Purple.
That's
Did you see or you just draw a face?
Isn't that purple, right?
That's purple. It's purple? Really?
Yes,
sir.
that's
Lavender
light
purple.
purple. That's light
Pastel
purple.
purple.
Light purple. Isn't this color periwinkle?
Mr. Petit, what
Too purple to be periwinkle.
Isn't this
Trying to do periwinkle though.
isn't this periwinkle? I don't know.
Same thing.
No, periwinkle more blue.
Periwinkle.
That's lavender. Periwinkle is more
Periwinkle is more what?
blue.
It's more blue? Okay. Let's just go with periwinkle.
Mr. Petit, y'all making up colors say periwinkle. Come on, dog.
Periwinkle is a color.
I know it's a
Periwinkle.
flower, but
Periwinkle is a color. Look it up.
Mr. Petit.
I know it's a flower,
Yes,
but a color. I know
Periwinkle is like the color on like doctors' gloves and stuff.
Oh, okay, okay. See, I knew that, right? I didn't
Okay,
just.
Mr. Petit.
Yes.
You tell me you
Cut
going
the
up to
color.
somebody, right? And and you ask them their favorite color. They could say periwinkle.
Yes.
I can look at you like you was. I can look at you like you crazy.
Yes.
This is the
Mr.
first time
Petit,
I'm
can I
seeing
use the
it as
bathroom?
well.
Never heard of periwinkle.
You never heard of
my favorite
periwinkle?
color is
I know
periwinkle.
the color of a
Wow.
periwinkle, so I put two and two
Yes.
together.
Periwinkle is a color. Yes.
I heard of the flower.
It's a flower that's the color purple.
Why
so
y'all think
I
the
assume-
periwinkle flower is
That
called a
sound
periwinkle
make-believe.
flower?
I know, right? Exactly.
it's named after the color.
Yeah. All right. So,
Like
Yeah.
the orange.
all right. So quickly, we know once it's 5 or more, we what? We add what? We add.
One more.
We add 1. So it's going to be 10.13. That makes sense? And so what we have here is going to be 10 point what? 13. And that's the answer right there, 10.13. Okay, so that is going to be the gratuity. Remember, what is gratuity, by the way? What is gratuity?
Grat.
Hold up.
No, gratuity.
Grat.
The tip you get to
that someone
tax.
adds?
Say it again.
A
The
percentage that
tax.
someone adds?
No. So let's say, for example,
Like
I
the
am-
amount of money they take out of your paycheck that you give to the waiter.
A reward?
it's like a tip, right? It's like a tip for the waiter, right? And
To
they
the tea.
yes,
Did I not say that?
No, I didn't have that. I did not have that from you. No, I didn't have that. You said that was tax, right, Alea?
No, when would I
No, Mr. D, Deanna did say tips.
Yeah. No, I don't agree with that. I don't even believe that.
right? Me and Antoine did say that. You just ignored us.
So the gratuity is like a tip, all right? Just like how I told y'all, it's like a tip, all right? But it's kind of like a forced tip because it's added to the bill. Like you didn't even like say like out of the genuine goodness of your heart, you didn't say, hey, let me give it. Like they just add it to your bill. It's like,
Wow.
yeah, like so you have to pay it. So now if they add that to the bill, you still gonna give the waiter another tip, or you just gonna what you would do?
Man, I don't know.
That was
Depending on how good they are. If they're like really good.
But they already added to the bill, so like
Yes, they added
goodness.
they already added it to the bill. So what you gonna give them it some more? Give them more? I mean,
Right.
but it's
Good
only
thing to do.
$10.13.
Excuse me, Mr. P.
You know what I could do with $10, Mr. Petit?
Excuse me, Mr. Petit.
Go ahead, Zion.
My mommy said that's not a forced tip. You just have to work for that damn mandatory. Yeah, right with that.
All right. Okay. Oh wow. This thing is more controversial than I thought. But she said yes. I don't know. But when I say forced, what I mean is like it's already deducted. You know what I mean?
You don't have a choice.
Yeah, you don't have a choice. Like, like I would if you can't even tell the person that I only give you $1. You can't say that. They already get their money.
If we have a child cookie, someone would want a cookie.
No.
Mr. D.
Yeah.
See this why I scared to go work too while I was parking boy. That's like the thing to make my friends must be telling me say they'll park a big grocery cart and the people will only give them 50 cents and thing. If you give me 50 cents, boy, oh my god.
No worry, it still works out. It still works out. I was a parking boy as well. It works out. It works out. So not everyone is mean. Some people give you $11 on one someone gave me $11 on one park.
I was taking them.
One of these days, I do
them
wanna-
groceries out your car and carrying them back in the store.
No, don't do that. That's ungrateful.
Miss Betty,
All
I
right.
did that once. I earned $13 that whole entire day.
Okay, that's fine. All right. Take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp again. Take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. All right. Are we done with this? Let me know, please.
Yeah, so.
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. All right, so let's go ahead and move from this. All right, let's move on from this. All right, are y'all done with this? If so, if you're already done with this, we're gonna move on to what? Social studies and religious studies. Social studies and religious studies. Good night. Good night. Good night. All right. All right, so let's move on from this.
I just sent my notes in. Good night. Thank you.
Good night. All right.
What, too much?
All right, let's move on from this. Okay, so okay, let's move on from this. So let's go ahead and so the last thing we are doing in social studies, the very last thing we were doing in social studies was, did we finish the American Revolution? Did we finish that?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So let me go ahead and start off with that. Okay, so let me go ahead and do this. Kevin. Yes, Kevin. All right, so we're gonna move on to Judea. Judea, are you there? Where's Judea? Judea Allen? Or Judea? Again, if you're not doing social studies or religious studies, you can leave. You don't have to stay back if you're not doing those two. Okay, again, if you're not doing social studies or religious studies, you can stay back. All right. All right, so my name is Mr. Petit. Today is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Today is Thursday, the 27th of March, 2025. The subject is, of course, social studies.
Excuse me, Mr. Petit. Are we getting a lot of notes today?
Say it again.
Are we getting a lot of notes today?
No, not really. We won't get a lot of notes today. What happened? You don't have enough space in your book?
No, my book running out. I only have like 4 pages left.
I think that should last you. I think that should last you. Just don't write too much. I mean, too big. Right? All right. So, like I said, the last time we were on was the American Revolution. We talked about how America wanted to be free from Britain, and they didn't want to be a part of their, colony or whatever anymore. And so what they decided to do was they decided to have the war. The Bahamas got some, should I say, backlash, or what word could I use? They got some interference inside because of the war. Whose side was the Bahamas on by default? Because whose side were we on by default?
Britain.
But
We're on Britain's side, right, by default, and that's because, we were at that time a British colony, and so what ended up happening was the Bahamas got, what shall I say? Who came the first time and occupied the place? You remember?
the Spaniards.
The Spanish, very good. And the last time we were here, we talked about a specific colonel who was able to use strategy and trickery to basically get the Spanish from out of here. And his name was what? Do you remember? What was his name? Remember, he used tricks to, you remember his name? I don't want to give it away. Come on, y'all should remember this. Hello? What's the name?
A hint?
A hint? No. Y'all don't need a hint? What was his name? He used trickery to basically free the Bahamas from
Something DeVoe.
something DeVoe,
Someone
yes. Something DeVoe.
independent?
No.
Andrew DeVoe.
Colonel Andrew DeVoe. Very good. Colonel Andrew DeVoe. Very good. And so what he did was he pretended that, very good, Alora. Wait, let me allow her to speak. Alora, can you speak? Okay, good. What he did was he pretended that we had more soldiers than we actually did, but we didn't have all that great amount of soldiers, all right? And so today we're going to be talking about the loyalists, okay? And how the loyalists impacted the Bahamas as well, all right? So let's talk about them, the loyalists. So, okay, so who are the loyalists?
Those who are loyal to Britain.
Very good, very good. So those who are loyal to Britain, right? Recall the loyalists. So the loyalists were a group of people living in the United States or living in America, who, despite the war, decided to remain loyal to who?
Britain.
Loyal to Britain. Very good. The loyalists were a group of people living in America who, despite the war, decided to remain loyal to Britain. Okay. That's what we mean by the loyalists. How were they treated, the loyalists? How were they treated?
They were bullied, ridiculed.
They were bullied, they were ridiculed, right? And so what they decided to do is that they decided to migrate, okay? So many of the loyalists who came to the Bahamas, many of the loyalists who came to the Bahamas were migrants from St. Augustine, Florida. Right? They chose the Bahamas. Why? Why did they choose the Bahamas? They chose the Bahamas. Why? Why did they choose the Bahamas? Anyone? Why did they choose the Bahamas? Anyone know?
Can I make a guess?
Yeah, go ahead.
Because it was the closest country to them under Britain's rule.
Because it was under British rule. Very good. So they chose the Bahamas because at the time, the Bahamas was a British colony, because it was a British colony, which means that they would be what? That they would be what? Protected under the British flag. Okay, they'll be protected under the British flag. It also meant, you remember back home in America, they were being bullied, they were being tampered with a lot because those people in America, the rebels, the patriots, they was not happy about these loyalists who wanted to remain true to Britain. They're like, no, like y'all, if y'all want to be a part of Britain, cheapest y'all go to Britain. But here in America, we wanna be independent. And so they decided to leave America to avoid the maltreatment. Okay. It also meant that they would be living in a safer environment where they could earn a living without what? Without fear of being persecuted as they were back home in the American colonies. Okay, so they decided to break free from and to go to America. I mean, then to go to New Providence and to go to the Bahamas because we are a British colony, and they needed to be safe, right? The next reason was it was close to the United States, right? So that means that it wouldn't be too long of a voyage, like Jada said. So another reason why the loyalists chose the Bahamas was because of its proximity. To the United States. The Bahamas is only 50 miles off the coast of Florida, which meant moving here would not entail a long voyage. You wouldn't have a long voyage, right? When compared to other destinations. So give me 2 reasons or 3 reasons why they wanted to come to the Bahamas. Why did the loyalists want to come to the Bahamas? Give me 3 reasons. 3 reasons.
Because it was close to the United States.
It was close to the United States. What else?
They would be protected under the British flag.
They would be protected under the British flag, yes. What else?
And they would be in a safer environment.
And they would be in a safer environment. Very good. So for safety, proximity, and the fact that they were under the British flag, right? And the fact that the Bahamas was also Britain. Okay. So those are the 3 reasons. I only heard 1 person. The rest of you, give me the 3 reasons why the loyalists wanted to come to the Bahamas.
Because
They would be protected under the British flag.
Yes.
They would be in a safer environment, and
Yes.
they could live without fear of being killed.
Very good. Very good. There's also another reason why they also wanted to come to the Bahamas, besides the safety, besides the fact that it's spreading the British rule, besides the closeness of it to the Bahamas. What was another reason why you think all right. What's another reason you think? Okay.
They wanted freedom of religion.
No, that's the Youth and Adventures. No, that's the Youth and Adventures. The reason is, think about the climate of the Bahamas. And think about what the loyalists wanted to do when they come to the Bahamas.
Any weather,
Sunny weather.
very cool weathers on holidays.
No. What? Okay. What did the loyalists come? How would the loyalists make a living in the Bahamas? How would they make a living?
Plantation.
They would make plantations. So why else would they want to come to the Bahamas?
It's weather.
It's weather. Its weather is conducive to what?
Sun.
Its weather is conducive to what? Growing what?
Plants.
Growing plants. Very good. Also, because of the subtropical climate, the soil, which was good for growing what? What did they grow a lot? What did they grow a lot of?
Crops.
Say it again.
Crops.
Say it again.
Crops.
No, what crops?
Sugar, tobacco, cotton.
Start with C.
Cotton.
Cotton. Very good. Very good. Cotton. Very good.
We had slavery in the Bahamas.
All right.
No, man. I
didn't know that? Yeah, there were slaves in the Bahamas.
Man, now I ain't gonna trust Americans no more, man. I can't do it.
All right. So also because of the subtropical climate, the soil, which was good for growing cotton, and free land grants, which means that Britain gave them land. Britain gave them land. All right. So every family, so Sir Guy Charlton suggested that the Bahamas was suitable for plantation farming, and persuaded King George III, to give land to the loyalists. Who had lost had lost all of their possessions in America. Every family, every head of a family received 40 acres, 40 acres of land, 40 acres, and every other member received 20 acres. This caused a land rush to the Bahamas, who were in search of good farmland. And so they not only came here for those reasons, but also because of the land that they were given from King George III. Okay. And once they found the land, the desired land, a plantation was established. They made huts and they made places for their slaves to live. Okay. All right. So, first question. Who are the loyalists? Anyone can answer, by the way. Who are the loyalists?
The
Anyone can
people who
answer?
respected their own country and doesn't go to another.
People who is living in America despite the war, and people who remain loyal to Britain.
Very good. So the loyalists were people who remain loyal to Britain.
Mr. Batou.
Yes.
I can't see the bottom, please.
You can't see the bottom? Okay. So the loyalists is a group of people who remain loyal to Britain, even though you are the American War of Independence. Would you be a loyalist, or would you participate in the War of Independence? Would you
Because why not?
participate in the war?
Yeah, because
Trust
why
me,
not?
madam, you're making a grave mistake.
Cleveland, you would be a loyalist, or you would be a part of the war?
If I in the war, that means that
That's
either
weird, but
I get due or I don't get due.
Okay.
So yeah, I a loyalist.
You want to be a loyalist? Okay.
I would
I'm
participate
saying
in the
I
war.
ain't scared to go to war now. I just
Okay.
saying I can't even drive, so I ain't even worried to hold no gun.
Okay. All right, next. Give me 4 reasons why the loyalists chose the Bahamas. Why the loyalists chose the Bahamas? 4 reasons why the loyalists chose the Bahamas.
Because it was protected by the British.
Because it was protected by a British flag, yes.
Because it was close to the United States.
Because it was close to the United States, very good.
Because of its subtropical climate.
Because of its subtropical climate.
And because they could live without fear.
They could live without fear, very good. All right. Okay. So let me ask the question. Who gave the loyalist land?
Sure.
Who gave the loyalist land? Say it again. Who gave the loyalist land?
What is
King George III.
King George III. Very good. Who convinced him?
Sir Guy
Carleton.
Very good. Very good. Very good. And how many acres of land did each head of the family get?
20.
Each head of the family get. How many acres of land each head of the family get?
40
Oh, 40,
acres.
40, 40 acres.
40 acres, very good. How about every other member? They got what?
20 acres.
20.
20 acres.
Very good, 20 acres. Very good. All right, take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. Again, take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. Again, take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. Again, take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. Liliana, have you written this down as yet? Let me know, please, if you've written this down, Liliana.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And Christian Wilson, have you written this down?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, good. The rest of us, are we writing this down? Let me know, please, if you're already writing this down.
Yes, sir.
I'm still writing, but I'm almost done.
Okay. Very good. All right, and Makaya Roka, are you finished with this? Are you finished writing this down? Makaya Roka.
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. And Sienna Bo, are you finished with writing this down?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. Okay. And Tavari and Malik, are you finished writing this down? Let me know, please. If you're finished writing this down, take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp, please. Again, if you finish writing this down, take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp.
Yes, sir. I'm finished writing this down. I'm about to send the work now.
Okay, good. Again, if you finish with your work, take a picture of it and send it to me via WhatsApp. All right. The rest of us, are we finished with this before I move on to RK? Let me know, please, if you're finished with this. Before I move on to
I'm
RK.
finished. I'm sending mine in right now.
Okay. Good.
Mr. Petit, I feel like you lied to me.
Say it again.
I feel like you lied to me.
Oh, man. All right. And Antoine, you finished writing this down?
No, sorry, but you should say down.
Okay. All right. Let's move on to religious studies. If you are finished, if you're not finished with this, what I need you to do is take a screenshot and then then you could always write it, but I want to
Yes,
move on. You have it? You have it?
Yes, I take a screenshot.
Okay, good.
Good night.
Good night. All right, so let's move on to social studies, religious studies, right? Right, so let's move on to this. All right, so we're going to be doing the religious studies now. All right, the last time we were here, we was doing introduction to miracles. We talked about all the different type of miracles that you have. And we said in order for a miracle to happen, there's something that you need. Start with F. In order for a miracle, faith. Faith, very good. And so we're going to be continuing on that, and we're going to be looking. We said that there are 4 different types of miracles. What are they?
Exorcism.
Exorcism, nature,
Resurrection.
Healing.
healing. Very good. So healing, nature, exorcism, and resurrection. All right. Today we're going to be looking at Jesus calms the storm. And what type of miracle is that?
Nature.
Nature miracle. Very good. Nature miracle. So that's when you're looking at Jesus calms the storm. Jesus calms the storm. And this is going to be the scripture reading or the scripture reference, I should say. Scripture reference is taken from Mark 4, verse 35 to 41. All right, that's what we mean by, all right, so we have that. All right, so first word is storm. We're going to define storm. What is a storm? A storm is a what? So it's a disturbance in the atmosphere.
In the what?
Yeah, in the atmosphere. That usually comes with wind and what? And rain. And rain. Very good. It's a storm. Then you have the stern. What is a stern? The stern
The
is
front of
what?
the boat.
Not the front of the boat.
Oh, the back.
The back of the boat. Very good. The back part of the boat. Okay. And then you have, this is the stern. This is the stern. This is the back part of the boat. And then you have faith. Faith is a strong belief in someone or something without what? Without seeing it. All right, that's what we mean by faith. And in order for miracles to happen, you must always have faith. Okay. So what was Jesus doing during the storm? Was Jesus
Sleeping.
Very good, he was sleeping. So after a tiresome day, Jesus and his disciples, write this down for me, please. Went on the Lake of Galilee trying to get away, from the crowd. So Jesus wanted some rest from the crowd. During the boat ride, Jesus fell asleep in the stern of the boat, or in the back of the boat. While Jesus was sleeping, what happened while Jesus was sleeping?
A storm happened.
Very good. A storm arose. The winds were blowing. The rain was coming down very hard. And the disciples thought that they was going to do what? They thought that was going to happen.
Die.
They thought that they was going to die. Anyone ever been in a boat where it was like really rocky? Or you may ever been in an airplane when it was really, rocky?
Yes, sir.
Really? How was it?
It's horrible.
Very bad experience.
I didn't scream.
Say it again, Antoine.
I didn't scream because we was on the speedboat, and they thought they wasn't gonna notice, and they were really like we was really out there. And then they did turn back. There was like a minute later, and they did turn back around and come for me. But like at that moment, I was screaming.
Why?
I was scared.
Scared of what?
You wasn't gonna be scared. What if like a shark come or something?
What you mean? You say they didn't notice you?
Yeah, I was screaming for them to come back for me.
Why? What you mean? I don't understand. Why did they leave you in the first place?
He dropped out the boat.
You wanted them to leave me though?
I don't understand what happened. I trying to figure what happened.
He dropped out the boat.
Fall out the boat?
I fall out the boat.
Oh wow. Say it again. I didn't hear you the first time. I ain't gonna lie.
I fall out the boat. There's nothing funny about that.
I didn't hear the first time, man. Wow, you fell out the boat. And you were screaming.
Steve, I scream like a little girl. I ain't gonna lie.
Wow. Oh wow. Wow. And then they came back for
You
you.
admitted that.
And they came back for you.
Yes, sir.
All right, that's good.
The lightning hit our plane when we was flying, and I only found that out afterwards. But the plane was shaking the whole flight.
Wow, the lightning hit.
Yeah, the lightning hit the plane.
Wow. Anyone else had another story?
Oh yes, actually, I never had a lightning, nor have I ever got shock. And it's very true because I never felt it.
Okay. I mean, someone who
One
had
time
like
I was in the plane,
go ahead, Amar.
and like we was flying past here, and
Huh.
the plane started shaking. Like it was like I was like jumping on my seat, and the woman in the balcony started screaming, "Jesus, Jesus, help me!" I didn't just make it up. I'm like that.
Yeah.
I don't know, but that was like really scary. I thought I was gonna die.
Really? This is where you was going to?
No, I was coming back from I think.
From where? From where?
Orlando or something like that.
Oh, you mean okay. Using the Bahamas or what?
I think it was JetBlue.
Say it again.
I think it was JetBlue. I think.
JetBlue. Okay, JetBlue. Okay. All right. So some of us had
Please
some
sit me
scary
here with my little DF.
some people had scary experiences. That happens.
But Mr. D, if you fall out of a boat, you wouldn't scream.
As the
You
boat
wouldn't scream.
as the boat was crossing the lake, there was strong winds and high waves. The waves was so high that what happened? That what began to happen? That water began to do what?
Come into the boat.
Very good. The water began to fill the boat. And the boat
was flooded.
tossed back and forth. Okay. The disciples were so afraid they thought that they were about to die by drowning. Okay, they thought they were about to die by drowning. But meanwhile, what's happening? Jesus is what?
Sleeping peacefully.
Meanwhile, he is sleeping peacefully. All right? Afraid that they were going to die. What did they do? What did they hurry up and do?
They woke up Jesus.
Very good. The disciples woke up Jesus. Jesus calmly, keep calm. Jesus calmly stood up and said, and calm the storm by saying what?
Be calm
By,
or be
Still.
still.
by saying what?
Be still.
No. Close
Be
though.
calm.
By saying what? Not be still, but by saying what? Peace, be still. Okay? Peace, be still. The storm immediately stopped, and there was a great calm. And what did Jesus tell his disciples? Jesus told his disciples,
He was disappointed in them.
yes, very good. Where is your faith? Right? He was disappointed by their lack of faith. But the disciples was amazed. The disciples was amazed and like, whoa, like, wow. Disciples were amazed and asked themselves, what type of a man is this that even the wind and waves obey him? Now, what type of miracle is this? In the story, what type of miracle is this?
A nature miracle.
Very good. In the story, Jesus performed a nature miracle. A nature miracle. This story is an example to others that despite of the situation we are in, we should always what? Always,
Our faith.
yeah, put our faith in God. All right, and that is the story. Do y'all know the song that goes with this story? Y'all know the song that goes with this story? You know that you learn when you was in school. Y'all didn't know the song that goes with the story?
No, sir.
Wow. Wow. Antoine, look like we have to play the stuff. Look like we have to play the song, Antoine. Where's Antoine?
I look like you people and songs, bro.
You have to play the song, Antoine. What happened?
It's a great concept,
We
but
have to
they
play.
just don't need to be singing it.
We have to play the song, Antoine. Antoine,
Play
you
it,
have to,
Mr. D.
you have to play the song.
I just know I ain't gonna like it.
Notice, man, come on. No, you haven't even heard the song yet. Come on, you haven't even heard the song.
Have an open mind.
Exactly. Come on, don't
Well,
be
we
like
have
that.
faith.
Have faith. Yeah, there we go. Have faith. That's the word. So let me play the song for y'all so y'all can hear it. All right. Yeah, hopefully y'all can hear it. Maybe y'all can hear it. And y'all can know the song that's associated with this. Okay.
With Christ in the vessel, I can smile at the storm, smile at the storm, smile at the storm. With Christ in the vessel, I can smile at the storm as we go sailing home.
I was just getting 2017 vibes from that
Mr.
man.
D, look in the
Keep
chat.
playing that man.
No,
I want to
Mr. D, look in the
remember
chat.
my childhood.
Mr. D, look in the chat.
Sailing, sailing home, sailing, sailing home. With Christ in the vessel, I can smile at the storm as we go sailing home. With Christ in the vessel, I can smile at the storm, smile at the storm, smile at the storm. With Christ in the vessel, I can smile at the storm as we go sailing home.
There we go. There we go.
Man, I remember this. I
Yo,
remember
Mr.
now.
D, I
I
don't
used
know.
to
I don't know
play.
why you
I
ain't
used to
nothing
watch
no
little
there you go
marbles
about
while I
that.
eat.
Ain't
Yes.
nothing no there you go about that.
Yes.
Mr. D, that woman sound like she just have mental problems.
Antoine, stop it. Stop.
Man,
Mr. D, she
Jeez, okay.
sound mental.
Stop. Stop it now.
Mr. D, what type of lyrics is that? With Jesus in the vessel, just smile at the storm. What
That
was
is
you
the
thinking when
song.
you write that?
That is the song.
I
He was
know when
thinking
she
about
write.
this
That
story.
song could have been so much better though. Like that could have been like so much better.
Amaya, come on. You're not coming after my song.
Thank you,
Wow.
God,
Hey,
for
Swanty,
Okay,
me up.
don't
listen,
tell
listen,
me
listen.
that
Hold
you
on,
think
hold
this is
on.
an
Let
Wow.
me
OG song.
explain myself.
We
Can I
just
explain
hating on
myself?
you like how you hit on us.
Literally,
Wow.
first of all, Mr. Petite don't hate on me. Mr. Petite don't
Thank
hate me.
you.
But
Thank you.
I have nothing to
Basically,
say
like
because I don't
it
even have
just
my
like
name
it's
get
so
called
odd.
basically
Like that
anytime.
could have been executed so much better.
Oh my. That's hate. That's criticism.
Mr.
Judge
D,
That's
not.
not
I
criticism.
rather you to just take the lyrics and say it yourself.
It's kind criticism.
Wow. Judge not. Y'all judging me.
I
Yeah,
think that's still
constructive
criticism.
I mean, I am judging you, but then again, sometimes
I am
judgment is
judging you.
what you need.
Wow.
How about here? No, give me the song of that and let me just think about something. If I
Inspiring
compare
word.
that to the music y'all listen to, tell me the difference.
With Christ
No,
in
just name out one.
All right.
Please don't sing.
Yeah,
All right.
everybody here listening to funk.
All right. So, all right. So, basically, that is the song that you have to remember in your exam. When this come up, you have to remember the song. Okay.
What
I mean,
will
I gotta
that
listen
song
to that
help us
song.
remember?
Say it again.
What will that song help us remember?
With Christ in the vessel, you could smile at the storm.
But that ain't that. None of that helps with this.
It helps you remember everything. This whole story, the whole
Mr.
lesson.
Petit, I just can remember that the song was dumb
and it ain't help me remember nothing.
Wow. Okay.
While I studying, maybe like I'll use it as motivation.
Yes.
No, hold on. Let me explain why I'm using it as motivation. I'm using it as motivation to help me keep going so that I don't end up like that woman singing songs on the internet.
Wow. My. Leave the woman to her songs, please.
It's just so.
All right. Take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. Again, take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. Again, take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. Again, take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp.
Did I send it, but it loaded?
Okay. All right. I think we're good. So quick questions. What is faith? What is faith?
A strong belief in someone or something without seeing it.
Very good. What words did Jesus say to rebuke the winds and the waves?
Peace be still.
Peace be still. Very good. Explain why the disciples woke Jesus up.
Because
they were scared.
Because they were scared.
And they thought they were gonna die.
Very good. Where was Jesus when the storm arose, and what was he doing?
He was
in the stern of the boat sleeping.
Very good. What is the stern?
The back part of the boat.
Very good. JPR question. People that believe in Jesus should have no fears. People that believe in Jesus should have no fears. Do you agree or disagree?
I disagree.
Disagree.
I disagree.
I disagree with this statement because.
Because what? Why?
I agree.
Okay, I disagree because I feel like even though you believe in Jesus, you could still have fears, but your fears, you're not as scared of them. Like, that makes sense. Like, you're not like terrified, but like you still like because you know you're supposed to fear God, not in that way, but like fear God as in like, you know, like believe the death. He's higher than
so
me.
you
He's more
scared of
powerful
so
than
you
me.
scared of the dark then? What are you saying?
I'm not scared of the dark. I never said I'm. First of all,
scared.
big man like me scared of the dark. No, so. Anyways,
You
but
said
like
big man. You said big man like you.
Yes.
Big
man like me.
Now you're a big man.
What?
Yeah.
Wow.
Hold on.
Wow.
Pause on that one.
Big pause.
Yes.
Heavy
Why?
pause. Alea, you want to add some context to this discussion?
Pardon me?
Do you want to add some context to this discussion?
What was the context? What was the discussion?
People that believe in Jesus should have no fears. Do you agree or disagree?
See, it depends. Okay. So, like, you shouldn't fear death or like, Jesus telling you. Anyway, like, if you scared of spiders, that's okay. But if you scared.
Just stop.
Like,
Stop,
if you scared of flying, if you scared of flying roach, that's okay too. But if you're scared of like dying or not going to heaven, like you need to go find God. Sorry, y'all.
Wow. So you're scared of flying cockroaches and lizards and stuff?
Yes.
Yes.
The lizard, but
wow.
Mr. Petit. Mr. Petit, you telling me
flying
face to
roaches be
face?
flying at you.
Exactly.
That's nothing to be afraid of.
Mr. Petit, I believe a flying cockroach could beat Mike Tyson in a fight.
Never. You know what?
Mr. Petit, if a roach decides your thumb start flying at you, you wouldn't be scared?
No, why would
Not
I be
only
afraid?
could they fly, but they could crawl too. Like they could get under the door. So even if you close the door, they still couldn't find you. Literally.
Wow. Sound like experience.
Okay, Mr.
Yes.
Mr. Lee, they sound like this. We having nightmares.
They sound like this. We have a nightmare. Like, I mean, sound like he touched a serious cushion. Okay. Anyone agree? Anyone disagree? People who
I disagree.
I disagree.
Who
I
disagree?
disagree. Me.
Well, like
Go ahead,
if
Micah.
you could have faith in Jesus, but still like you ain't always safe because you don't know what other people could do. Because you could have faith in Jesus, you could live a long, healthy life, and somebody could just come up to you and then, yeah.
Okay. Okay. But should you be afraid if you know if God allows something to
Yes,
happen to you,
I have some knowledge.
like
Yeah.
you know that all things work together for the good. So should you be afraid or should you just have faith that whatever he says is best?
Well, I would still be scared, but I would still have faith that like, if I follow him and if I listen to what he says, I will be okay.
Okay. All right.
I have some knowledge, Mr. D.
Go ahead.
I disagree because I believe in Jesus and I scared of two people and one of them persons is my mommy. So yeah, I disagree.
All right. Okay. Hey, welcome back to another video. Today we'll be discussing making 100 babies. Aiden Deal. Aiden Deal.
What?
Where's
What?
Aiden Deal? Aiden Deal.
Yes, sir.
What happened? Why you put that in the chat?
You was recording, so you had to make it interesting.
You realize that only me can see the what's in the chat? They can't see.
I know.
Why
Oh,
in the
okay.
chat when I type in something and say the recording could also see the chat?
No one can see the chat. No.
Mom
Only
is
me.
think that that's
Only me.
interesting.
Only me.
What you mean? It says right there, who can see your messages? Question mark. Recording on.
Yeah, only me could see it.
So you could see it and the recording still will be on. So when you go to post this, your 1,000 followers can see this. My bad.
Hey
your 2
guys,
They're not gonna.
welcome back to another YouTube video. Today we're gonna be learning about Jesus comes to storm. Let's take a look.
Okay. No. No,
What
they
in the
would
white
they
pot
would
influence this?
they wouldn't be able to see it. All right, take a picture of your work and see it and send it to me via WhatsApp again. Take a picture of
Did
your
I
work.
send that a long time because I
and
didn't
send
want
to
you
me
to
via
add no more notes.
Oh. Okay. All right. If you all are done, you're done with the notes and you're ready to send it to me, then have a wonderful evening. This week ended so fast. I'll see
Good
y'all
night.
next week. Take care, everyone.
See you on Sunday,
Good
Mr.
night.
D.
Yes.
See you
Good night,
next
Mr.
week
D.
by God's grace.
All right. Take care. No problem. Again, take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. All right. Take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp.